Hello, welcome in everyone. Yeah, wow, loads of messages in the chat. Excellent. Good to see good to see the community in the chat. Excellent to see everyone. Thank you, David. Drome Adventures, sharing us out. We've got Jackie Green Cats. We've got Adrian in, LK in, Abandoned Forgotten Wales, Epic Gaming, Unknown. Excellent. There. Oh, where's David gone? There he is. David, excellent for sharing us out. Cool. We've got Loopy Lou in. We've got Melissa. We've got Exploring with Ginge. Excellent. Saw your latest video. Yeah, excellent. Good to see you in, mate. I'm running a little bit late, like you see. My hair's not all tied up like it should be. I've not added me banners either. I'll throw a banner in. Yeah, throw that one in. What else do we do? That's it. Yep. Throw the link in. Give me a second and I'll post the link in. Copy link. Excellent. It's all going too easy. Probably don't show the link now, will it? To soon find out anyway. Mel's in as well. Hello, Mel. Yeah, Melissa. Yes, she meant. Yeah, cool. Simon BA is in as well. Seen his name. There he is. Good night, mate. Excellent to see you all in. Cool. Yeah. Excellent. Does anyone know what this backdrop is? Some of you should do. We've got Captain Caveman in. Excellent, mate. Yeah, does anyone know what this background is? If you do, leave a comment in the comments and you can have a quick go at winning the prize because no one's won it yet. So, excellent. We've got Abandoned Exploring Mike's in as well. Nice to see you, buddy. All good and well, I hope. We've got Thomas in there. Excellent, Thomas. Yeah. No, that ain't the right answer. No, it's the thing next to it. But yeah, Thomas there told me about the swords that are shown in my latest video. That might give it away where it is. So yeah, I've got one of them little midget flies in. I'm not talking about my next guest either because they're not midget. Knock me out if it start. Just seeing if anyone's put the right answer in yet. Yeah, museum. No, someone else put the museum in. Mike, put the museum in. Yeah, Thomas had told us about these swords that I found in the museum next to it. And basically, them swords were used in the Waterloo, is it? I'm getting it all wrong now. I'm making a big deal of all this now. It was used, Peterloo Massacre. Yeah, excellent. Just having a look. Has anyone sussed it out where it was? Not yet. Right, so while everyone's coming in, I'll introduce our next guest, or our first guest, should I say. It's no wonder who it is. Don't need a big intro because everyone knows who it is anyway. Here they are. Hello, Jackie.
You right, mate?
Yeah, you?
Yeah, I'm cool.
Oh, Icy Diamond's in as well. Nice to see you, Icy Diamond. We've got Robert Scully in. Oh, jumped as I pressed his name. Cool.
What are you asking today about? I just missed
This
it.
picture behind me. The people who's
right.
just now, because I don't think anyone's had it right yet. Everyone's saying it's the museum, but it's a place next to it. So if anyone gets this right, they can have a go at winning the prize up on the board.
Yeah, because I know you went to a museum in Manchester with Carl, didn't you? And then you looked at a building across the way and you were pointing at all the cameras, weren't you?
No, not that building. It's the one that we actually got in. It was attached to the museum.
Shit, I can't remember. I remember watching it. Just can't remember.
It's the sneaky part where we sneaked in the part where we shouldn't be. Oh, there. I said the pump house 5 minutes ago. Leading hell, I didn't even see Mr. Falk come in. Excellent,
Yeah,
Matt.
he
Nice to
did.
see you in. Yeah, okay. I take it you in.
Yeah.
Yeah, excellent. So if you haven't seen the film, check it out. Like I say, it's out now, and it's quite a good one, really. And basically, it's a pump house. It's a hydraulic pump house. And when we got there, we didn't know it was part of the museum, and we just went basically to the nearest open door and walked left and left again, straight down, and then it said no entry. But we're seeing that it was like glass doors, and you could see the glass lock. No, the lock in the middle weren't locked. So yeah, it just didn't stop us. But I did notice on watching back at the video, the lift shaft, when we was coming back out, there was a camera on it. So obviously they must have seen us on camera. And when we was walking around the museum itself, we was like showing everything, and then all of a sudden we said, right, we need to clock out now. They kicked us out. They said it's closing time in 5 minutes, so yeah, it was quite funny.
Have you been to the what's it? Oh shit, what's that? I can't remember the name of the museum. There's one in Salford Keys. Have you been there?
No, I've not been to that one yet. Salford Keys one.
It's really good. I went a few years back, and when we went again, they were doing some sort of works around it. So whether they're doing it up or something, I don't know. But it is pretty good in there. I've got a load of the pictures all on my Facebook. So I know for a fact at one point I'll probably go again because it was pretty awesome in there.
Yeah, I'm just trying to read the comments as I'm juggling the cards, shuffling the cards up. Yeah, the one behind us here, it had 6 engines in there, pump engines or something. And basically there's one still in the Science and Industrial Museum.
Not been in there in ages either.
No, I didn't get a chance to go down and take a quick picture of it, else I would have done that. We got Andrew Clark in as well. Excellent. Loved the video. Excellent. Andrew, cool. Like I say, we only get one go at this from now on. That one nearly fell over. Wants to fall over these now.
You've made them all drunk now. See if I can lift this up a bit. Without it being a banner.
Right, so if he's in the chat anywhere, please tell us, Mr. Volt, whether it's top, middle, bottom, left, middle, or right. So.
All right, then. I'll tell you in the chat. I'll tell you in the chat. All right, fair enough.
Thanks for sharing us out as well, mate.
No, that's okay. You know that I didn't watch that video with the pump house, but what it was, I was looking for where's his live stream and I saw, oh, there's a picture of a pump house thing, and it says pump house underneath it. So then you asked, where's this picture from? And it's like, I saw that 30 seconds ago. Right, okay, yeah, it's the pump house. So yeah, I probably will watch it at some point.
I must just say it's a good promotion for my video, isn't it?
Well, that's it. Yeah. I just let everybody know because I'm a bit late. I let them know that I'm coming on, So to get over here, so we'll see whether it's gone up from. Oh yeah, it's gone up from 25 now. You got 52 watching. Random TV, my fucking store, my stalker's in now. Yeah, there we go.
You love him, really, don't you?
Yeah. Oh, of course. Yeah. In the conjugal sense. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
I don't know. You don't get along with a lot of people. Bleeding hell, that last night was a bit of a weird, wasn't it?
I don't get along with hang on a minute now, right? I don't get along with a lot of people, or is it that I seem to attract frigging lunatics who start showing some really bad colours, and I have to call it out, because I can't. Now, I think I'm fairly easy to get on with, but I do say I speak my mind. I do say if I don't like something, I'll say it. But I don't think I'm a pretty. I've got. Come on, see. Well, now, if this was true that I don't get on with a lot of people, how come I've known you for about a year and we haven't had any arguments or anything?
Yeah, I don't know. No, I mean,
Yeah.
It's like I don't know. Like you say, you've got like some sort of magnet around you where it attracts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. Dan's got it as well. I think once you start to get like a little bit more popular, I'm not saying no, it's an unfortunate side effect of that. Perhaps I don't know. Not everyone gets it though. But Ian from IKS, I should ask him, and ALW, and But yeah, I don't know what it is.
Yeah, there's no comment for you there, mate. One of your friends.
No fucking comment. Well, is that because you like the fucking? Is it the fucking bit? Yeah. No fucking comment. So it's yeah.
Nah, we're not here to start all this, are we? Really? It's
no. Bless him. But I do seem to sort of like attract people, and then I don't stomach bullshit, and then I say stuff, and then it's like people. I don't know, but the people who go after me, I've never met them. You know what I mean? It's like a lot of the ones that are actually on my case are people I've never even met. They just literally watch the channel, they decide they don't like you, and they're gonna like try and do whatever they can to kind of ruin your day or your life.
That's it, yeah.
But yeah, I would say I do attract them. Yeah, definitely.
Like you say though, when you start getting bigger and popular on YouTube and stuff like that, then yeah, you do get people that are negative about thinking, why can't I do this? And they may try a channel and it don't take off or don't work for them. They ain't got the right image or what, they're not doing the right films or
they haven't got the right charisma and enthusiasm. That's what it is.
Yeah, because a lot of people I've noticed with YouTube have got a depression problem. Some of them, not saying everyone, but some of them have, yeah, and they're quite honestly open and talk about it. And yeah, it's a release to get out of the depression in ways. But yeah, if it doesn't release that depression in that way, it could send you in more depression. And yeah, it can make you, it shows in your personality of your videos and your live streams, if you do live streams and stuff like that. And yeah, you just get it, like, think, right, I don't like this person because he's more successful than me in a short period of time and stuff like that.
Jealousy.
That could be one of the reasons, but there's many reasons out there that, know what I mean? People do stuff like, know what I mean? They do.
I think because I stuck my hand in the air and said, look, I'm going to say openly and publicly, I don't like 28 Days Later, because of the way they abuse people, it seems, and they sort of like bully people who are trying to, contribute, and they just treat them like dirt, and because I've openly said that, I think a lot of the people who are supporters of that have decided, right, well, we'll go after him because we don't like people who sort of attack the thing we like, which is fair enough, I suppose. But I suppose I've cut, I've caused a lot of trouble for myself by saying it, but I think it needed to be said. And I know Dan is a big believer of that as well. 28 days later, it's a good place to look up photos, but don't, for whatever you do, don't open your mouth on there and say hi, because people just they just shoot machine guns at you.
Yeah.
It's like, it doesn't matter what you say or how you try to dig yourself out of a hole, they will just keep on harassing you and intimidating you and mocking you. And
the only time I've been on that website is when I Google a place or I look for a name of something that I found, and actually found it like a link to one of the comments in the little like pictures and all that. So you click on it, obviously, don't you? Because you're doing your research.
Yeah.
Apart from that, I've never been on the website to sign in or anything like that. Know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I don't. I mean, I could probably list the people who I think I've not got on with. It's like that Matt Hooper. Then there's the Swindon guy. There's. I'm just trying to think now. Well, random. I wouldn't say random. I don't hate the guy, but I just find him a bit annoying. So I don't have him on.
Any hassle, does it?
Nah, he's fairly harmless, but I mean, he just, I can't. I don't like the sort of personality. So I can't lie to him and just sit there and go, yeah. But I mean, so who else is there? That guy who tried to demand I come on his show so he could tell me that I had broken in somewhere. That Taser, right? I mean, I had to pop at him because he was just like demanding, I will do what he says, and I was like, no, I won't, like piss off. So I had to go at him. Who else is there? Is there anyone else? Anybody remember anyone else?
Begins with a B.
Oh yeah, that's right, Benno, because I mean he's got serious personality issues, which they just make it impossible to work with him, and then his personality issues make him start attacking others and making threats, and if you then say something back to him, he goes right into the police.
It's a bit like what I was saying before, isn't it? Because
when
you meet people, you don't know their personality or anything.
Yeah.
And whether they suffer from depression or other mental illness or anything like that.
Yeah, that's right.
You've got to be just wary now, you know what I mean?
I mean, the first time I met Benno, he didn't really say very much. We went climbing up scaffolding and we went into Royal Haslar Hospital. And, he just said, I don't like being on film. So what I did is I avoided filming him. And if I did catch him accidentally, I cut him out of it, and that's fair enough. But he didn't really say very much. He didn't do, we just sort of did that and then went. And then it was only sort of like after he said he was going to come down on a visit to come and see some stuff. And Jordan was with him. And then he started showing signs of like weird sort of personality traits and things like that, And I sort of asked Jordan, like, what's going on? And he explained, like, to me, he's a bit like that. So, yeah, I mean, but yeah, I mean, all that it stemmed from is because I just said, look, you've got a few personality traits that I can't deal with. They're a bit hard to deal with, so I'm probably not going to do any more explores with you because I knew he wanted to go out and do more explores. And I just said, look, I'm not going to, because as I say, I'm quite straight talking. I rather than bullshit the guy. I hate it when people say, "Oh yeah, mate, yeah, we'll go out and explore together. Yeah, fine, yeah." And what they're really thinking is, no, I don't want to go out and explore with you. I hate that because it gives you the wrong impression, and then you keep asking, and the door is closed. The door's always closed. So I would rather tell somebody straight, look, not really, not me, not sort of my cup of tea at the moment, but good luck to you, which is what I said to Benno. It's like, not really my cup of tea, but he took it totally the wrong way and decided to get really aggressive, and sort of like, that's where it all started from saying like, you're all right, mate, no thanks. So, yeah, I mean, but that's about it, really. I mean, I can't say there's many other people I've had any problems with. Apart from people on the visits, like when you actually see people like the Maritzes and things like that,
Insecurities, stuff like that,
little things like that.
That's just the part of what we do.
Yeah.
People you run into. But when you're meeting people, though, it's another thing, though, isn't it? Because you got some of these places you go to, one slip and you're dead, and you can, got to really rely on the people that are with you. If you're thinking about that way, and like you say, you don't know who you're meeting up with. You got to like build a bond up with them first.
Yeah,
I know that.
I mean,
me and you, we met once, and we weren't doing no explores. It's like just a social event sort of thing, like a party where you bonded there, got to know each other, and then basically you released your phone number, and I phoned you straight away and said, "Hello, you remember me?" I told you where I was from, and you went, "Oh yeah." I said, "Right, you just released your phone number, sort it out," and you sorted it out.
Tried to sort it out, yeah.
We met up a few times, and obviously the bond just got stronger and stronger. But the first time we met up,
and then the bond became so strong, we wrote a love song about it, and it got to number 1. Sorry. You to me are everything. The sweetest song that I could sing. Oh, baby.
But the first explore,
you pick me up when I am down. Sorry. Me and my sarcasm.
The explore we met there wasn't a dangerous one or nothing. You know what I mean? It was like easy level, and I think that's the way to go if you're meeting people.
Yeah. But that's it. I mean, like, you only get to know what people are like in this game by going out and doing some explores together and spending some time and hanging out. And then, you know, people kind of start showing their true colors. Yeah. And it takes a while, but there are some people that I don't explore with so much now, because I won't say that we've fallen out. It's just that there's like slight personality clashes going on. There's things going on that you can't handle. So, you know, they're all right in themselves. They're fine people, you know, and I would trust to go on and explore with them. But, you know, there's little sort of things come out, you know, where it seems, you know, without mentioning names, it's just like little outbursts and little sort of aggression, like, you know, little aggression things going on. And it's like, yeah, you know, so there's a few people that I've had to sort of go, hang on a minute. And then there's a few people that, you know, they not, if you're saying like you ring somebody up and you say, do you want to go on and do something, and you go and do it, and then they're expecting like you to pay for everything. And I sort of normally expect somebody to sort of chip in for the petrol or at least offer, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like some people, it's just like, they just also like hold out their hand, just wanting you to sort of take them somewhere. And, you know, I'm thinking, well, you know, if it's just me supporting this, because I mean, I'm not made of money, you know. If it's just me, then we'll do half the explores because it's just going to be me, so therefore we'll do half the things. But if you chip in, we'll be doing twice as much, because therefore there will be more in the pot. But if some people are just like, no, I want a free ride all the time, it's like, yeah, I've had to say no.
They're saying about guys like say mental health again, goes to jump off a bridge.
Yeah.
So, I hope he was all right. And you've asked a question there, Matt.
Yes.
That last night, didn't you?
Matt, did you go to Fighters with a Fort? Yes, I did. I wasn't going to release information until we'd had a chat about when we were going to release it, that we would be in there, but apparently it already been released. So guess what? Oh, in fact, it's actually finished rendering. I was rendering Red Sands Fort to upload. I'm going to do it now. So whilst we chat, I shall start the upload.
Yeah. And that's it as well. When you meet up with so many people, it's like a race to get the video out first.
Wow.
But it should be like, if we all meet up, right, we'll all set a limit or a time. Once we've all got our videos ready, then we'll all release them, because then at that way, it'll benefit each film, because it'll promote the other person's film.
Well, yes, and there's different ways of looking at it, I suppose. If we all stick our videos out at the same time, then I think people will pick which one they're going to use, which one they're going to watch, and they'll only watch that one, you know, because otherwise you're just watching the same thing from multiple angles, aren't you? You know, in some ways.
It depends, although if you like, because we've gone on explores ourselves.
Mhm.
Me, Carl, and ALW. We went to a place in Liverpool, Little Woods air raid shelters. And when we went in there, there's like you say, there's few of us, but we all went different ways, and you could film your own film and then just walk past each other. So there is ways
Yeah.
of doing it, you know what I mean? And I understand there is other ways that you can't, like when tunnels on the ground, it's just like a one-way thing.
Mm.
But what I sort of like do is try to skip out a bits and then add bits, put bits in that no one else has put in, if you know what I mean.
Mm. Yeah,
So
yeah,
that's how it-
Perspective.
so you get a different perspective, yeah.
yeah.
I can't
Well,
say that.
I mean, it's weird, isn't it? Because I mean, I think you have to be appreciative of the fact that if it's somebody else is giving you the sort of location, I was going to say pin, but I don't like that word pin, because it implies there's these maps that everyone sort of like goes to these pins on the maps, you know, and it's like these places just get done to death. So I just say location instead. But you know, if you're going to a location that somebody else has given you, I think, you know, you have to kind of be polite and sort of say, well, it's your location. Are you wanting to release yours first? Because I can go right now, you know, if you don't mind. But otherwise, you know, I think I should hold back because it's your location. So that's quite common to kind of say that out of decency, you know, and offer to hold back. And
You've
I
done
think
that to me as well, offered it to me as well.
yeah, that's good. It proves then that I am consistent. So
Yeah.
I'm not just like
But like
hot air.
when you've done the air raid shelters up north,
Yeah.
yeah, in Stockport.
Mm.
Yeah, you said, aren't you filming? I said, no, I'm not filming because I've already done it. But yeah, I could have got another film, saying featuring Secret Vault and drag more viewers in that way. But I thought,
Yeah.
no, I've already got a video out of this. So this is their video now. And I just went through and explained what's what.
Mm.
It does, you got to like work both ways, aren't you? And when there's
Yeah.
loads of yous, it's got to be harder to work with everyone fluidly as much.
Yeah. So I mean, in some cases, people say, I don't mind if you put yours out because they won't be putting theirs out for quite some time. And I think Dan is in that category. So even though we all went there yesterday, Flex might put it out because he hasn't got tons and tons of videos waiting in the queue. And it might be one of those sorts of videos you jump into the front of the queue because you reckon it's such a good video. You know, it's one of those sort of situations, but he might put his out quickly. But I think the imperative is, you know, if you know other people are pointing out that they've done the video, then, you know, without me even asking Flex, I know he's probably going to want to stick it out fairly soon. So I have to get it out soon, you know, otherwise, even though I took everyone there, my video is going to be out last, which is like, how did that happen? You know, so yeah. And I mean, I could probably ask him if I wanted, and he probably would. I could say, oh, can you give me like a week? You know, but I don't really care, to be honest. I mean, sometimes I've thought to myself, oh, it'd be nice to get a bit of a lead ahead on this because it's a location nobody else has really done. But then, you know, it depends on my mood, really. I mean, a lot of the time I just say, just stick it out. Don't worry about it. Just stick it out.
Yeah.
You know,
it
might not be coming very quickly after it. Sorry.
I'd have jumped on that straight away if there was a spare seat.
Oh, yeah. Well, this is it. I mean, a couple of people heard we were going but were a bit gutted. And I said, well, I did plan this with Dan, and I've been out exploring that weekend with Jordan, and really all the seats were kind of like booked up, but I can go back and do it again. And I don't mind doing it again, even though the end of it was nightmarish, you know. Yeah, I don't mind doing it again, but I will make sure we get the boat in properly this time, you know, within the tide limits, you know. So not going to make that mistake again. It's one of those sort of places you never want to make that mistake again.
I'll be definitely.
But I don't mind. I don't mind taking people back out there. I mean, the place is wide open as far as I can see, as long as you catch the right tides and times, which I now become very aware of, because it's hard to climb up when the tide is low. You've got like 3 extra meters of height, you know, to climb up before you get onto the first platform, and that's quite hard to do unless you're a good climber, you know.
Yeah.
So I reckon that you have to time it just right, so it's a low wind day. That when in the morning the tide has to be there so you can get out, and when you're coming back, it's not going to be dark when the tide is there. So you've got to get this correct window, and you've got to stick to that window. And it's not easy to get people, you know, like on time sometimes, you know. And if you plan a day and you go there, you know, you just got to put the boat in the water and go. That's it, you know. There's no kind of like hanging around. It's like we're off. And if people aren't there on time, you might have to say, well, you know, if they turn up late, it's like, well, what can we do? Apart from say to them, maybe we can drive to a jetty and we'll pick you up. But you might be losing time on, you know, how much time you got to do stuff that day. But anyway, if you want to do it, as I say to a few other people, today I told them, if you want to do it, I'll be happy to do it. But bear in mind how much it cost me to do it. Right, because Dan looked after me like that, you know. He did take care of me, but I'd already done the Red Sands, so I came back to do it with him. But it's the petrol down that cost me 60 quid towing the boat as well. So you know, and then it cost 47 quid in fuel on the boat, and they all saw me put the fuel in, so it's not like I'm scamming, you know, money.
How much fuel do you have left on the boat? Well,
this is the thing. We were going there to the Red Sands, and we ran out. But I had a big thing of fuel because I knew that you needed it, you know. So I had a big thing of fuel. So I'd already used about 15 litres. So I put another 15 litres in. And then after that, we went in and around a bit and we ran out again. So I put the rest in. And that's about it. You know, it's like it cost about 47 quid, I think it was, in fuel. So, you know, just to get there and put the boat in the water is, you know, like, what, 97 quid?
I'd call it 60 quid of fuel, really. Make sure you've got plenty just in case.
You know what I mean? Well, Dan he looked after me well, yeah. But that's it. See, I mean, I'm more than happy to take people on the boat that I know. You know, I'm not opening it as a free for all for every Tom, Dick, and Harry, but people I know. Oh yeah, let's have some psychos on my boat, like, you know, pull out a knife and start stabbing the boat when we're out at sea. Yeah.
That's what you need, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then you're the one that's out of pocket as well. Nah.
Well, yeah. I honestly thought I might damage the boat and it might get sunk or something, you know, with this mud we were stuck in. But anyway, that's enough of that. But yeah, if people want to go and see those Plymouth and Portsmouth and Red Sands is the hardest one because it takes an hour to get to it. So it's by far the hardest to get to. But yeah, putting the boat in is hard. Getting to it takes a long time. Getting the boat out is hard.
Exactly.
Very hard.
Look, it's in the comment there. Exactly. It's not a free for all. Yeah.
So I don't mind putting in the time doing it. You know, it's giving people a good experience. But I always say, you know, if you want to start on an easier one that's cheaper for all of us, is like go to see the stuff in Portsmouth, because that is close to me. And there's a number of them all close to each other, and they're all really good. So you get, you know, great value for money and a good varied experience. So the thing with this Red Sands is it's been I think I wanted to do for a long time, but when you get there and you get up it, it's like effectively a 10-minute explore, but you can flesh it out by, you know, looking at more stuff a little bit more closely. But actually, they're very small, you know.
I know at one point you could walk from one to the other. I don't think you can do that on them all now, can you?
Well, they've got zip wires there, and you could attach yourself to a zip wire and pull yourself across. But whether that's a good idea or not, I don't know.
Yeah. Like, used to be like a catwalk between them, wasn't there, back in the day?
Oh yeah, they were all connected.
How high was it then?
I don't know how high it is. It feels higher than it is, probably. Maybe up to maybe 100 feet in the air, or 50 or 100 feet. Those walkways, gantries.
Yeah, it depends on the tide as well. Like you say, it goes up and down with the tide.
Well, there's that. Yes, the tide goes up and down a little bit, but
We've got
Yeah.
Sue in as well. Excellent. Good to see
You're not saying hello to Twig. Says.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I just put it in chat.
I just
Yeah,
went,
Twig
Oh,
says-
right.
got his name up then and thumbs it.
Yeah.
Can you click on the names then, the people who are in, and bring them up, or is it only the
Just
host?
me.
Host? I think it's the host, isn't it?
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there we are. But yeah, it's all good fun. And there's these Botel things nearby as well. We went to see those. And had we not gone to see those, I would have been back in time to get the boat out of the water. But it's so tempting to just like try and cram some more in, which is what we did, and pushed it a bit far, really. And yeah, lost time. The sea is very unforgiving. That's all I can say. It's very unforgiving. You know, it's like, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Mm.
Because you can get a wave, not a tidal wave, like a drift. If your engine goes and you just drift out for miles and miles.
Oh yeah.
And then say that your battery's not great on your boat or anything, and then your GPS goes down and stuff. Or your radio, and you can't communicate.
Yeah.
You know how to put the dampers on things, don't you?
Things can turn quite bad, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I still haven't commissioned this thing. I paid like about 180 quid for this thing. You can take it with you anywhere in the world, right? You push the button and it sends it to satellite, and they get your GPS location and they send out emergency services to wherever you are. I gotta keep. I mean, it's just sitting there. It's got a 5-year life shelf life or whatever, but you know, and yeah, I just keep forgetting to do it. But I have got 2 radios because I'm concerned that one radio could go down. So I got 2 radios, and then we got our mobile phones, and they do work out there. You can get a signal, even though it's a long distance. You can get a signal.
Yeah, I went underground with Antonio and Richie Wellock, and as soon as we got down there, down the ladders, it's like a load of water coming towards us, and then there's like a chute going down, and you don't want to go down there because you can't get back up, basically. We had the radios. I had one clipped onto us there. As soon as we got down the ladders, it went plink right in the water.
Oh.
I thought, yeah, that's great.
So, bye-bye radio gone for good?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
There's a question in chat from Matt by somebody called Martin Young.
Right, yeah.
Is that the one?
Oh, that one. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one. That's from Matt.
Have you done Stack Rock? The fort on Stack Rock. There's 2 things. There's actually Stack Rock itself, which is where they said all these UFOs flew out of, in the Welsh Triangle of the 1970s. And then there's Stack Rock Fort, which, yes, I have done it. It's on the channel. I went there with Sam and Jess and Carl, I believe, as well. So, yeah. Yeah. It takes years of experience working at sea and around water. Spends most of my time around it. Get your boat fitted up for emergencies, Matt. Hopefully you'll never need it. Yeah. Well, we all wear life jackets. I mean, we got radios, waterproof radio, and a backup, which is not waterproof, but just in case. So, yeah. And I'm using a rib, which is supposed to be like, it's very hard to sink a rib because it's very, very buoyant, So, unless you damage the actual, the rubber, the tubes. If you damage the tubes, then you're screwed. So you can still ride on damaged tubes, with not much air in it.
Is there like gaps between them, like walls between different tubes, or between
there is
same tube?
Yeah,
not what I mean. So part of it goes down.
Theoretically, there is, and one of the funny things I found about mine is they're all connected into one tube, even though there's 3 ports. So what it tells me is dickhead who had it before me over pumped like crazy and blew from one tube into the next tube.
Bloody hell.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Yeah, because there's no reason that you should have 3 ports to fill the air in, but if you use any one of those 3 ports, all 3 will fill, So yeah, basically I think they blew the bloody tubes inside. So
Blew the wall out.
Yeah. yeah, and then they probably like any like an Apple user or anybody who's got an expensive piece of kit where they haven't read the manual, you know, and they're like, "Look at me, Mummy, I got a new Apple. It says it can go in water. Why is it not working? Did you read the manual? It says you're not really supposed to put it in water. It's just in
yeah, I know.
emergencies, you know." Yeah, and you're supposed to get it out as quick as possible, and they think they can go swimming with it. No, not really. You know, but they don't read the manual because they think they're so clever. You know, well, I bet the person who bought this boat, once they realized they damaged it, they got rid of it. Quick. Yeah. What's this? The locals were freaked out.
Don't know, just a new facing, so I'm just saying hello to him, sort of thing. How about the
nanny of Mary, nanny of many.
That's like 7 of 9, isn't it? You know, Star Trek. Nanny of many.
Yeah, the beginning of it says, "Brilliant at Scat Rock." Yeah, 1970 saw lots of odd things there, and then it continues. The locals were freaked out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to know what some of that stuff was. I mean, there was even an incident of a spacecraft landing at a school, and a humanoid figure, but it wearing a spacesuit, came out and spoke to the children, and then got back in the spacecraft and went away. And they drew this. And the funny thing is, it wasn't known for many years until many years later. But around the same date, the same thing happened in South Africa at a school, and the space creature went and spoke to the children at the same time. So it's like, it's a bit weird, isn't it? Went 2 different times, but wanted to speak to these young kids, you know, which is weird.
Yeah, it is.
It might have been Jimmy Savile in his helicopter.
Yeah.
No.
Jimmy Savile in his Rafflecopter. Yeah.
Yeah, Ray's in the chat as well. Hidden history of Ray.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. Oh, why haven't I got my background like urban legends?
Pass.
What? I don't know. Maybe it will do it. Maybe it won't. There we are. Background
There you go.
replacement. There we go. Amazing.
Andrew Clark just put, must have been an intergalactic exchange teacher.
Well, just to think what else has been going on. Went and did some crazy building explores. At a place that I can't say the location, but massive, you know, it took us 15 minutes to walk from one end of the building to the other in a straight line. And we found there was loads of underground stuff there, like nightclubs and conference center and things like that, underground. So that was pretty cool. So that'll make an excellent video when it comes out. That's going to be bananas. And we had this weird troll on our channel last night. I don't know, you weren't there, were you, Urban? Didn't see this troll. Oh, he's gone. Shit, I have to look back and he's gone. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Where's he gone? What do you want?
Where's he gone? He's fallen off his own channel.
Exactly. Get back.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
It's weird that. He's buggered off somewhere.
Well, yeah, you do though, don't you? You get kicked off sometimes, and then he's probably having to reboot his machine or.
Yeah, it's a bit of an ass, really.
Yeah.
What's that say? Is your cat a good urban explorer, Jackie? I don't know. I've got more than one cat. Tom on a mission. I've got 18 cats.
He's got 150 people in now on the chat. So
156. He needs to get his butt back in here.
Yeah. Get back.
Get back. Yeah, I'm going to that to interview the dude at the farm. I actually sent him a message to be there for about 12. So, oh, okay. I thought he wanted me to go there early, but 12 o'clock, fair enough. I'm not bothered. Going up the road.
God, there's a load of settings have reset on my bloody computer. I noticed this the last couple of days. It's like whole loads of things I customized have now gone back to original settings.
Oh, that's no good. Is that from when you had problems that time? Ages ago.
No, it's only happened the last couple of days, but it's, I don't know, bloody Microsoft have probably gone and done some updates or something. It's just gone and pooped all over my settings.
Load of shit.
Terrible.
Somebody else put something in the chat. Stevo's just put a message in. I think she's been sarcastic, to be honest. He says, Matt, oh, you're back. Bloody hell. It says, Matt, I've bought a drone. Can you teach me how to fly, lol?
Well, I don't mind teaching people, but you'd have to come down this way and you'd have to pay, because it's like, yeah, why don't I just spend a day just doing this stuff for nothing? Yeah, I've done it with people who bought drones off me, bought my secondhand drones. I just wanted to sort of get them into the, like, this is how you start it and show it, and all that. But yeah, I could do if they came down, but I'd have to meet them somewhere where it would be mutually beneficial, and do it like that.
Don't blame you. You're the one you're the one who's got to fork out for to get him from A to B. So what happened to you, Will?
Yeah, Will, what happened to you?
Not all the internet went off or something. I don't know. All of a sudden, there was like 3 circles where we were supposed to be, and I thought, what's going on there?
I took control of your channel, look. So now I'm where you are in control.
Yeah, no worries. I don't mind sitting next to the girls.
No,
Is that how you view me? You've sexualized me. Right, okay.
1 minute, Jackie. Just remove you and come back on.
What?
There, I'll come sit next to you then, yeah? Is that
but he doesn't know the magic trick. You don't have to do that. You can grab me and move me around.
Yeah.
So grab me, just click on me, my picture here, and move me to the left or the right or down, and you can move me.
All right.
Yay! You didn't know that, did you?
No.
Yeah, there we go. So now you're on bottom and I'm on top.
Oh, dear.
Whichever way suits you best, Matt.
Yeah.
No, like I say,
I'm back to where I once belong, up on top.
Yeah, like I say, I thought you just went off then and realised I'm circling as well. Then I'm looking at the chat, seeing whether the chat's moving, and the chat wasn't moving.
Yeah.
So I didn't know whether my internet went down or anything. Went down, checked my internet, it was all right. Checked my phone, and it was just you two there. So I thought, right, reboot the computer, rebooted it, and I'm here.
Why does it put you in the top left with somebody and a third person at the bottom? Why can't you put you in the middle at the top and then 2 people at the bottom, left and right?
Why does it?
I don't know. It doesn't. No, it's weird, isn't it?
One or the other.
Like, it would be better if you were in the top middle and we were bottom left and bottom right as an option, as a choice. Whether you wanted to have it that way, but.
Suppose I could do it that way.
Yeah. My zits.
That way. No,
my
zits
that way. Showing up.
But
lovely.
With me.
Look at them.
Oh God, he's showing his spots again.
My spots.
With me there being the host, you see. Could do it that way.
Yeah.
Just thought, you're meant to be playing the game and Matt's meant to be having top, middle or bottom.
Do I win? Do I win if I if I get bottom?
You win the prize if you find the jack, the joker, should I say.
Oh, right,
You did
okay.
the other one first as well, haven't you? One with the questions and stuff.
I'm just having a quick game of this one.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
One, because I've not got the questions ready, so yeah, that's probably
Oh,
why.
good grief.
He's got me to play the game that I'm like, oh, it takes too long.
Yeah, this won't take too long though. It's only top, middle, or bottom, left, middle, or right, or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, it's fine with Jack, isn't it? Yeah.
So, which one do you want, Matt?
Oh, right. Well,
you've got one life, by the way.
I've only got one life, right? Okay. Well,
Yeah,
I better
one
use
life,
wisely.
because
Seeing as
prize.
it's completely random and I cannot know, I'll say top, middle. The suspense is killing us. What's he got? A vibrator?
You got
What's
it wrong.
Oh, God, I feel like such a child now that I got that wrong. You know, what an idiot am I?
Well, it's not a
I'm never going to be
challenge,
able to live with myself. Yeah.
It's more of luck than skill on that one.
Yeah. Well, let's hope somebody does better than I did.
Yeah.
For their sake.
Get my green screen back on.
Why? Isn't it aren't you going to ask other people to play?
What time were you on?
They're like,
Why would he want to do that? Why would he want to do something like that?
The odds are getting better, that's why.
Exactly. So, do a little bit. Come on, you've got quite an audience in, so come on.
Yeah, 150 people are gagging for this now. Come on, so you better.
Okay, then.
Better give it to them.
Basically, I say pick a number or pick a. Pick a number, basically, yeah.
Between a certain amount and.
I'll say between a certain amount of numbers, and I'll write the number down, and whoever comes up with the right number first, as I go at winning the actual competition. No one's actually won it yet. It's been going for a few weeks. Only with a prize. Been going a few weeks before that, just tries to run a few books out. So, yeah. So when I say go, once I've written down a number, you all throw down a comment in the comments. And if it's the first one I see that gets the right number, as I go at doing it, you'll have to wait a minute, Dan. I've not written any numbers down yet, or told you what numbers to between. Right, the numbers are between 50 and 99.
Go. Come on. You've got 69, 14. Come on.
We've got
It's like
12,
bingo,
that's a
this,
bit
isn't it?
low.
Jesus.
It's like bingo.
It is like bingo, but without the balls.
69, 77,
Except
61.
you got far less chance of copping on with a granny with a purple rinse in this game. Yeah.
33, 13, 69, 77, 69 again, 13, 24, 51, 57, 55, 73,
What,
56,
99,
17,
84,
40,
87,
37, 53.
82, 50, 66, 91.
How many times has bloody 69 got to come up?
The excitement is.
Hey, some
is
people
killing
say
us.
number that. 66, 99, nope. 59, nope. Well, Matt's turning into a werewolf or something.
Yeah.
Why are people saying 13? It's meant to be between 50 and bloody 99, you loonies.
We've got an LW research team in there somewhere to see him. I'm trying to look at the numbers. Never mind other people coming in and people with vampire teeth. So we've got
Where are these
71,
low numbers?
80, 63, 51, 62,
Oh, sorry.
86, 83, 63, 99. We've had that one
It's been a
before.
long
98.
time.
That's why I love this show so much, because it's like,
All right. It's between 80 and 100.
oh God, that's you've halved the difference, and it's still going to be still going to take a long time.
Between 80 and 100. Come on, people. 80 and 100. Not 78 and all that. 80 and 100. 80, 100. Between them. Come on.
I'm looking.
Bloody
We're
hell,
getting
it's going
some close ones.
Oh, sugar. There we go.
One person, one away there then, somewhere. Two people, one away there. So it's the one between the two. The numbers, what they picked. It's not that one. No, not quite. Nope. Nope. We've got next to it again. We've got next to it. It's a bit like Battleship.
I'm sending out telepathically the answer, which not even I know, but
Got two people next to it now. Two people next to it.
I think I've got an idea what the number might be. Come on. Try 88. I've not seen that yet.
I've not seen that one either. I hope you didn't give it away, Jack, yeah?
I don't know, but I've not seen that number yet. Somebody put 88. Just try it. I've seen everything around it, 87 and 89, but I've not seen 88 yet. I said 88 ages ago. Is that the one?
Peaches there, yeah. 88 ages ago.
Yeah.
she said
Well,
88 ages ago. So there.
Oh, right. Winnie's saying that as well. I didn't see. I didn't saw.
right.
They're all gutted now. They,
Let's go through all these numbers again now.
Well, what the number is, and I'll have a look for it.
It's only showing me so far back for some reason. That's not good.
Far back, because I can go quite far back, so go on.
To Thomas Tilsley at 97, then followed
Thomas
by
Tilsley.
Frank at 90, then B at 92.
Is that as far as you can see?
Yeah.
I can see quite far back, so...
But saying that, I'm on StreamYard, isn't it?
Oh, shit, yeah. So, what number are you looking for?
88.
Yeah, right. Well, I can see so far, so let's have a look. I can see from 2201, 88. So, 99.
Yeah, we'll have a judge checking the winning person. Sorry about this, everyone. Yeah. So yeah, I'm going to try and release another video this week, and it'll be another Manchester one, and it's that one where I was showing you last week with all the dust on the table and that, the old cathedral. Either that one, I've got two actually to do in Manchester to throw out. And I've got also another, like a hotel that I've managed to get into. It was like a permission visit, just off the spur. Went in and said, "Can I have a quick pictures and film?" So they went, "Yeah." So that's going to be another Manchester one soon coming out. We got Mike Spencer.
I reckon I'm going to have to fill this in. I'm going to do it. I'm going to get it done. Fill in this thing to get my little rescue beacon, you know, get it sorted, get it done out the way. It's a lot of money to just have sitting there doing bugger all, and everyone's going like, "Be safe." And I'm like, well, I've got stuff I'm not even using to be safe.
That's it. No point having it if you don't use it.
Mm.
Frank saying it was at 10. What time are we on now? I can't be that. Must be talking about something else.
Looking, so
Oh, 10:03.
10:03. Yeah, I've got to 10:03 now. I'm looking. He said it ages ago, but it didn't come up. Only he said he just said. Just
They're
say
still
Frank.
playing this bloody game? Oh my god!
Well, shut up.
Right, I don't know.
So if you ask them questions, they either know the answer or they don't. But
yeah, exactly.
it takes so much longer. Like just saying, "Oh, just give us some numbers." It's like easy, isn't it? But it just takes forever.
Should do it maybe a smaller amount of numbers instead of just stupid big amounts. Just between 1 and 10, 1 and 20.
Right,
everyone
we'll
can
have
play.
a question then.
Oh, there we go, Em.
Yeah.
Ask somebody a question, and yeah.
Whoever gets it right goes for it.
I'll check all these after the live stream and find out who actually said it, and I'll mention it next week. That's the way to settle it. That's the only way, I think, yeah. Right, so we'll find that one for now till next week, and yeah, I'll need a question now. Just let me think of something. Like I said, I didn't get any questions ready for this week. That's why we're playing this quick game.
Yeah. Well, just find a question.
Go on, Jackie. When you said you're going soon, you said you got some tours coming up.
A tour? Oh, yeah. Oh no, I'm interviewing somebody at a farm tomorrow, the actual owner. So I actually sent him a message before, and I'm going about 12 o'clock. I thought it would have been earlier, but said 12 o'clock. And I said, yeah, that's fine. So that'll be fun because I'll be doing me and Simon, but just going round. So at least we'll be able to personally ask him questions about the animals that are there. 247 Hinkley. I have got 18 cats, but I like animals in general anyway. So I've always loved animals. Anything that involves with animals, yeah.
Technically known in police forces as a hoarder.
No, I know when to stop. You got people. I remember when I did a work experience. I actually volunteered for 8 weeks. Go on.
That's what all drug addicts say. I know when I can stop whenever I want.
No, it's been 18 for quite a while now. But yet, when I did volunteering at the RSPCA, and one hoarder had 40 cats. So, there's a hell of a difference. And the animals were completely wild. There's a couple of them because what you have to do, you have to go and spend time with the cats to get them used to people and play with them to get, so they're easily to be adopted out. So some of them were quite aggressive, but yeah, I know there was a couple of cats because I absolutely loved it. I used to have a couple of favourites, and you'd have to practically throw me out. But I enjoyed it. But anything to do with animals, I enjoy anyway. So I've had.
Well, that's lucky. That's lucky considering how many you've got, isn't it? Really. I mean, imagine if you just you fucking hated animals, and you've got 18 cats, and you'd be like, "Oh, not again! I gotta feed them and clean up their trays. I can't stand this shit. Why did they make me have these things?" So I guess it's kind of lucky, really, that you do like them.
Yeah, but I was brought up with dogs anyway, and I absolutely didn't like cats because I knew bugger all about them, and then obviously I decided to learn. So I've had, dogs, I've had rats, mice, chinchillas, birds. Yeah, I had all sorts of animals. I'm not worried about cleaning shit. It's just part of the process of owning an animal, isn't it, really? It's always going to be the bad things you've got to do with the good things. Like if an animal's ill and you've got to clean up all its sick and whatever, it's just one of them things.
Yeah. I have to clean up my dog's poo every day.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, you still love it no matter what, but you're prepared to do that because that's what you do,
Oh, I just love the feeling of warm poo in my hand through a poo bag.
No, you don't. But it's one of them things you've got to do, otherwise you'll get some. It's just one of them. You don't really want to be standing in it, so at least you're taking part of what other people should do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe next time I go out, I should push the button on my thing and get those emergency services out. And when they come and they say, "What's wrong?" and I say, "Poo." Clean it up.
Yeah, if only.
I'd be like, yeah.
Do you get a fine if you press that by accident, like them watches?
I don't know if you get a fine, but they'll certainly give you a bit of a telling off, because I mean they could send out a helicopter at many hundreds of pounds an hour. If it was like a Sea King, it'd probably be like £1,000 an hour to run a Sea King. So yeah, but it's all right. I'll put it in I'm actually going to put it in my emergency thing. Now you're supposed to register them, and I'm not sure whether they'll actually come out for you if you don't register it. But you're supposed to register them with your proper details, your name and your address and all that sort of stuff. But I got a feeling they'd still come out if one triggered, just to be sure. So yeah. We were looking at one of these on a ship, actually, and I recognized what it was. It looks like a mushroom. And like to anybody else, it's just like it's a big mushroom with a handle on it. But it's one of these. It's an industrial grade one. And basically, if the ship goes down, that will float. And it detaches itself from the side of the ship and it floats. And it takes its GPS position and then calls back up to space to the satellites and says, "This is where we are. This is where the ship has gone down." So I recognized it and I thought, oh, I'm surprised nobody's nicked it and let it off, but there we are.
Have you read what Carl's put in chat, Will? It's obviously not here.
Will?
Well, hello.
He's falling asleep on his own quiz show. Look, there we are.
No, I had to meet the speaker in a minute, so I couldn't hear you. Sorry about that.
Right.
All right. Right, I was asking, have you read what Carl's just put in? The stream. In other words, it's for everybody to see. No, further up. That's the one.
Oh yes, he's done his thing then. I saw the bike ride on his channel, but I didn't get time to watch the video. But I see he done something with it. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I
Nice.
donated. I hope I did.
Yeah, that's
I know
cool.
I didn't do it,
Instant.
but I just didn't. Just basically hope everyone is good, going to bed soon. I'm taking the sponsor money to East Cheshire Hospice in the morning. I'm okay to film it as well. Big, massive thank you to everyone who sponsored me and Ant and Depp.
Yeah.
Right.
Here you go.
Right. So, question. Yeah. Is everyone ready for this question? Hello, ALW. Is saying everyone to the-
I'm ready. Half an hour ago. Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
Sarcasm. Sorry, sarcasm. Sorry.
What year did the Titanic sink?
Oh. Is this for me?
For everyone in the chat.
Oh, right. Well, if I answer it now, I'm going to piss everyone
Well,
off
you can
in the
answer
chat.
in the chat if you
You
want.
got to put it in the chat.
Okay.
I'm getting invaded now.
Oh, now I've got to find where his live stream is now. Oh shit!
We've got it. Too late. Paul.
Right.
Yeah.
No, we got before that. Guided tours. Oh no, we've got someone else before that.
What was it? Something like 1902 or something like that, wasn't it?
1912.
Was it 1912? Oh,
We've
there
got
we are.
Lupaloo there. Said it first.
Who?
Lupaloo.
Loopy Loop. Yeah, that's who I got. Loopy Loop.
Yeah. Lupaloo. Excellent. Sorry about that. My dog came in bullying me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Oh,
He's here. Come here, Mong.
Mong.
Not allowed to say them words now, are you?
He called him Mong.
I know you evil git. Picking on your
I
doggy.
can't. Oh. So you are my daddy, and I love you.
He just wonders why I'm talking to myself in this room, not me, and he doesn't understand.
Mm.
Right, men in white coats will be coming for you later, so it's all good.
Yeah.
Right, let's get this back up. Is it that one? I think it was that one, wasn't it? Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Get that one off and let's get the right light effects going. Cool. Right, Lupaloo. Top, middle, or bottom, left or right? Pick one. Bottom left. We're actually a winner. Chicken dinner.
Woohoo! Well done, Loopy Loo. After all of that.
Yay.
Woohoo!
Excellent. Right, let's turn that off.
Congrats.
Cool. Right, so do you want to see what Lupaloo's won? Yeah. I just thought my Instagram's down, so we'll have to sort something about it. But here's the prize. It's a one-off.
The box.
Mug.
No, white dice.
White dice.
Yeah,
A
with
white
no
dice?
numbers on it.
Wow.
Only
box.
joking there. Limited edition, like I say, a one-off.
Woo! Pint
Bloody hell.
mug. Nice big pint mug.
Cool. Goes with the top there, doesn't it? Quite well.
Yeah.
Gee, just wondering.
Congratulations, Lupaloo.
The only thing I can think of is if Loopy Loo sends me a message and I can send it to you in it, WhatsApp, can't I?
Yeah. So can you, Jackie Green, can you throw your Instagram in the chat so Loopy Loo can click onto it and send you a message? Then I can sort that out and send it off to you. Excellent.
Right, hold on.
Lupaloo. Congratulations.
I'm just going to find what the hell it is. Because I always forget what it is now. I've got to go into my Instagram because I've got two. What the fuck is that?
She doesn't have Instagram. You have Facebook.
Yes, I do. That'd be better.
Facebook, then, yeah. She's on the case
Oh.
now.
Yeah, I'll do my Facebook then. I can do that. I can do that.
Epic
thing
Gaming,
is-
my Instagram's gone down. I can't get into it at the moment. Yeah. So don't delete the account. I'll try and get back into it because it needs to speak to people. Cool.
No, it's just plain Jackie Green anyway.
We've got Jackie Green. Instagram came up now. Carl's threw that in. It's Facebook we want now, isn't it?
Fail book, yeah. That's another thing I call it, fail book. I've got plenty of
I call it.
I call it
Plenty of things.
feces book. Feces book.
Well, there's a few other things I call it. I call it fail book, fish book. So yeah.
Yeah, Epic Gaming, don't worry about it. I should have mentioned it as well in the chat before. I did mention it last week, but obviously it's not sorted itself out, or I've not sorted it out this week either. Cool. Excellent. Yeah, so like I say, that's just a one-off cut. So cool on that one. I thought, what can I start off with? And I thought, yeah, try and cut. And that'll be going in the post to you. And Barry
I'll give you
Little, it's got your Facebook, Jackie.
I do, yeah. I've got two. I've got Jackie Green's Cats and Things, and then I've got me a normal one. So it's either works really. So not bothered.
Right. So yeah, just drop Jackie a message, and yeah, Jackie will pass me the details on, and I'll sort it all out.
Yeah, send it on to WhatsApp. I have to do it on the phone that I'm looking at you on, so I'll do it after if it comes up. I'll have a look on here in a minute. And if it does come up, then I'll send it to you.
Yeah.
Right.
All I can say is, you know what that means now, don't you? No
You need
more
to get a
game
new
show.
prize. Yeah,
No
new
more game
prize.
show for tonight.
Not
No more
tonight.
game show. Wow.
Not for tonight, anyway.
Well, that's good. Somebody's
I am
won
so
something.
disappointed. You would not know how disappointed I am.
Why were you after a pint mug?
No,
he wants
no.
one, really. That's what he wants.
Well, Carl actually sent me two mugs.
I've got two.
A secret vault mug and an Exploring with Carl mug, and I finally picked him up from my dad's. So maybe I should he sent me a T-shirt as well. Maybe I should put the T-shirt on and I'll go and make a cup of tea in his mug. But I can't remember where they are. I think they're in the car, actually.
See your mug.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure where they are. I think they're in the car. I haven't actually brought them in yet.
Gosh, you can't get the flipping staff these days, can you?
No, you
Leave
took
it.
up today, didn't you, Matt? They
What,
just excuse
sorry?
out of it. Good night,
did-
ALW.
Night, Andrew.
Cheers, mate.
Oh, looks like Sue's going as well. Night, Sue.
Oh,
How's
Exploring
it
with
going?
Carl. Says night
Cheers,
Sue.
Sue.
Yeah.
Who else is going? Phew.
Yeah, so I'm glad someone's got the prize. It's excellent, finally.
So you need to get a new prize for next time, don't you?
Yeah, but it's not supposed to be the same. Like I say, that's a one-off mug.
Fair enough.
So it might be something different. Might not be a mug next time. Might be something else.
As long as it's not a kick up the bum, it's all good.
Yeah. I think, maybe questions might be better next time in the chat.
Yes, you need to prepare some, yeah.
Yeah, I reckon you get more sort of action then, because it's more quick fire.
Yeah, you need to.
Yeah, because I mean, like, people, it takes so long for people to kind of like, work out the numbers, isn't it? It takes like 5 minutes each time.
Yes, it does, and it drags it out a bit. And then you get some people who are like, oh, it's boring, this, oh, go in there. You know,
Yeah.
you've got to
Also,
keep
we've got to
people.
sort out,
Sorry.
sort out who'd actually said it first for them to have a go next week as well.
Yeah. Yeah, just put the chat on your phone as well instead of watching StreamYard because it's harder to see. Look on your phone and then you can catch it a bit quicker.
If I watch it on my TV or PlayStation, it doesn't show the live chat. But if I watch it on my laptop, it shows the live chat back.
Fair enough.
But it's like say if you watch it on PlayStation or TV, you can't leave comments.
What do you mean? You can get the comments up on the TV.
You can see the comments, but you can't leave a comment unless it's through your phone.
I've seen the comments. Sometimes I've put the comments on the TV and watched them. You can still see them going up, you know.
No, can you type a comment in on the TV?
Sorry?
Can you type a comment in on the TV?
No, you can see them though.
You can't type comments on.
No, you can't. No, I mean, if you type the comment on your computer, the PlayStation, or on your phone, it will go up on your TV. You'll see everybody's comments up on the TV. You can't display them on it. But there's a button you've got to press, and I have display all the comments on mine. Unfortunately, it'll go over whoever's on the right side of the screen. Half their face will be, you know, covered with comments, though.
Yeah, you can't even change where to move that comments to either.
No. So it'd be better if you just read it on your phone instead, and then you could scroll back further.
I'm just checking these messages I've got here.
Yeah, I mean, smart TVs ain't that smart, are they? Really? I mean, at the end of the day,
No,
they seem to go out of fashion, and they won't play half the bloody things after like about 2 years of purchase. It's like, oh, suddenly, I can't do anything anymore. I'm not very smart now. Yeah,
Mine's been okay.
is it? Well, my mate Steve watches all his stuff on his, but I think he does it through his Amazon Fire Stick. That's what brings everything up.
I've got one.
Yeah.
And they keep those updated so they work, you know. But like the tellies themselves, Samsungs and all those, they just don't bother with them. They just go on or wreck it, and then they'll buy another telly, and it's like, nice. If you did that with Amazon, you'd probably cancel your Amazon subscription, wouldn't you?
Yeah,
I suppose.
Yeah.
So
Oh God.
at least they're making some effort to keep it going. Amazon, that's the thing.
Yeah, I do like Amazon.
Yeah. I mean, I buy loads of stuff from Amazon. I mean, I know they say like, oh, it's killing the local shops and all that stuff. But the thing is, it's like the local shops wouldn't have 100 different types of the thing I'm interested in. And they wouldn't have, you know, like prices like you can get on Amazon. And they wouldn't be able to deliver it to you next day. You know, and if they said, oh, we could put that on order, I can have a word with my supplier, see if they've got one. And then they ring you up 2 days later and they say, oh, a supplier hasn't got one, but we've got this shitty little thing if you want this at twice the money. And you go, no, it's all right. You know, all that sort of crap. Yeah, the local shop is dead. It's dead for a reason. It's crap.
Yeah.
You know?
I'll tell you, I used to the TV. Go on, sorry.
No, go on. No, we both started saying at the same time. Go on.
I'm just saying that's the other thing I use the TV for, because I don't watch. I got rid of mainstream TV ages ago because it's just a bag of shite. But I sit there and watch Amazon, I'll watch Netflix, I'll watch, you know, things through me Amazon, my Fire Stick. I've got me PS4. Even though Monia's downstairs is like, you haven't played on your PS4 for ages. It's like, for fuck's sake, I don't live on it, you know. Not like you on your breathing Xbox.
Yeah.
Hey, Matt, someone's asking whether you heard of that from that guy from last night there.
No, that's what I was saying earlier on. Did you see him when he came up?
Yeah.
That weird guy. Yeah, I put the video out and I had to take out what he said because it was a bit naughty for YouTube, and YouTube flagged it up immediately, as I knew they would.
Yeah.
But yeah, he actually, that's what he does. He goes around people's channels, like trolling them and causing trouble. And some of it I was finding it quite funny because like these people taking it really seriously, playing this like professional like truck driving game. And he had a hack, so he was going past him at 90 miles an hour, and then he was turning round and coming back and smashing straight into him. And they were all going, "Who's doing this? Who's doing this?" And they were all going, "This is disgusting. This is ruining our game." It was him. So he's just basically like causing shit and trouble.
Oh, was that in this channel, you mean?
Yeah, but the thing is, I thought
checked it out 6 years ago, wasn't it? His last video.
Well, 1 year ago, but the thing is, he only had like a couple of hundred views per video. So I thought, well, he's not really that popular, sadly. Which, you know, considering he seemed to sort of be able to put on all the funny voices and things like that. And I thought, well, somebody like that, he's probably wasting himself, buggering about, trolling people, because he could actually do a channel where he was doing comedy or something like that. He'd probably have a lot of subscribers, but he's doing all this like negative stuff, you know, and it doesn't seem to be working out for him. So. Yeah.
Yeah, it's no good if you do stuff like that. It just
Like
makes
you say, he
yourself
was
look
good
bad.
with his accent, so.
Yeah.
It's like Newcastle from one. The next thing it was like the old, good old English safari and stuff like that. Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. Yeah. It's just like it's the army voice from the old commander and all that old chap. And yeah, you know, he sounded like he could do super good voices. So I mean, he's wasting himself just buggering about, you know, trying to screw up people's online gaming experiences. Yeah. Yeah, this is my finally getting the EPIRB sorted. So yeah, and you can press a button on it, look, and it does a self-test. So you're like, ding, and then it will. Is it going to do it? Self-test. Come on.
This is where you press the wrong button now, and the helicopter's come above your house.
Oh yeah.
There it goes. Self-test has been passed.
Cool.
So, yeah, but it's got special stuff on it so that you can't accidentally press it in the bag. So, yeah,
That's good.
but there we are. So there's the letter to the EPIRB registry. That's not my home address.
No, we can't see it anyway because the background kept phasing that out.
Yeah. And let's get some of these stamps I bought today. Stick one on it. It's excitement, folks, isn't it? Stamps time.
Oh yeah.
Here's a Christmas stamp. I took off an envelope that hadn't had a stamp put on it, so I peeled it off because I'm that tight. I'm like, stamp is worth money. Like, so,
yeah, if it's not been franked, that's what you do, don't you? It's like, yes.
Yeah, that's it.
I wonder how long stamps will be going for.
I bought a book of 12 first class, and they were £10, £10.40 or something that's like that. I can't remember, but I only recently got them as well. Bloody
I remember years ago I used to put sellotape over envelopes because I used to send software discs to people and like pirated games, and we used to put like sellotape over the whole envelope, including the address, and it was my address on the envelope. And then what you do is then you stick a sticker on the envelope so it's their address, and then you pop it in the post box. When it gets to their end, they rub off the stamp, and then they take off the sticker, and it's got your return address underneath it. So then they put it back in the post, and it was just like free postal service. They got onto it eventually. Yeah, they got onto it, and they started sticking things on saying like you must stop doing this and things like that. And when you get it through the post, you know, there was like a big warning thing, like, you know, we know what you're doing. Yeah, but we got away with it. We got away with doing it. So one lad from Barry and the Valleys was a massive software pirate when he was a kid. Yeah, and that's how I did it. Naughty boy.
don't matter. You try anything once or twice or several times. You can get away with it.
Yeah.
I know. Steve is saying 10 quid for a book of stamps.
I know, it's just disgusting, isn't it? And you wonder why, like, British businesses are doing badly and suffering, and Chinese businesses are doing really well, because it's free for Chinese businesses to post things. So that's why they come to the UK for like nothing. It's free for them to post. It's an incentive to get businesses going. In the UK, they're like, no, screw the UK business. We'd rather you buy from China. Screw the business. You know, China's got the right idea. You know, not only do they put the prices up for like postage, then they sold it off so that it could go up even more. You know, it's bloody ridiculous.
The ones I picked up, they're from Blue 2020 as well, in December. Right.
Take them back, they're out of date.
No, they're not out of date. They're still big. They were bought from the post office as well.
They're not in fold though, are they? Last year's.
From Christmas last year.
The thing is, you can actually use first class stamps from years ago if you still got them. They're still valid, even though the price has gone up. It's a weird thing that it's kind of like they always have the current value for a stamp.
Yeah.
I thought you'd have to put 2 on, not like they do for second class to make up first class or something. I thought you'd have to do that.
Well, two second class is worth more than 1 first class, but I used to do that, parcel stuff up, and then I put like 2 or 3 stamps on it. But these days it's not enough, because like a parcel now is like £3 minimum price to send a bloody anything.
Yeah, and then they put them big things on, the silver ones, don't you, with the price on.
Yeah, it's become a bloody rip-off, you know. And you know, companies are sending stuff to you for cheaper than you can go into the post office and pay. You know, but it's like, to the public, it's like, give us your money. And to businesses, they're like bending over going, oh, please use us. Don't use any other companies like TNT or DPD or, you know, please use the post office. We'll give you special prices. And it's like, but not for the public. No. Because the public don't matter. The public are just scum. They should just pay as much as they can possibly pay. Yeah.
Jesus, that's bad. Sorry. Barry's just put, I bought a toner from Germany and got hit with a £60 import tax.
Yeah, I bought my watch from China, and they slammed me with an import tax on that as well.
I went to the post office once and they wanted money off me for an item. So I said, well, hang on a minute. It's a repaired item. It's not a purchased item. It's been back to the States for repair. I said, it's not my fault they've put it wrong on the bloody on the customs forms. I said, you know, if you open it up, you'll see it's a repaired item. It'll have paperwork in the same repaired. And he said, no. And I said, well, look, you know, the company is here. I said, you know. So anyway, I grabbed it off the counter and just ran out. I just ran out of the post office. I was like, fuck you. Fucking ran out. And you know what? They got somebody to fucking run after me, and he fucking caught me and rugby tackled me in the street. Motherfucker. Yeah. And he said, I suggest we take this back so I don't have to call the police on you. And I said, it's fucking disgusting. I shouldn't have to fucking pay this. Fucking bollocks. But yeah.
Oh my God, it sounds like somebody from a comedy sketch.
Yeah. Like,
oh no.
It's bollocks. This is why whenever I do something now, I always say to them, like, you know, you must put on there that it's a gift less than £15 value. But I think they've even got rid of that now, haven't they? It's like there's nothing can come in. Like there's no gift value.
Really?
I think so. They got rid of it because they're fucking wankers. It's like, you know, they were realizing that people were like, you know, it was a loophole and people were using it. It was like, you know, and hang on. So, is the gift value of overseas postage? What is it? Notice 143, a guide for international post users. I'll have to have a look. Hang on. Oh, there's a low value consignment relief, LVCR, which is a import VAT exemption
it's gone again.
valued at less than £15. Oh, hang on. Oh,
It's gone
hang
again.
on. Has he gone?
Yeah, again.
Yeah.
Must be having something.
And it says that the under £15 VAT exemption for goods and blah 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 has been removed in Great Britain for goods imported from outside the UK. It has. They got fucking rid of it. They fucking got rid of it. They're like, no. If it costs 1 fucking pence, we want you to pay fucking VAT and excise duty and everything. You know, it's like you pay. And it's like,
Yeah.
really? Yeah.
Jesus. Money grabbing gifts. Oh, you're back.
Back again, yeah. Don't know what's going on there. That's twice tonight it's done that.
Is your computer or laptop? It's not overheating and ticking you off, is it?
No. Not really, no. It's just the same as normal.
Weird then, it's happened twice in the same night.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on though. There's another thing called a gift allowance, which is £39 in value. Right? It says gifts above this amount are liable to import VAT. Customs duty also becomes payable if the value of the goods is over £135. Well, hang on then. So why does that limits for customs duties and import VAT? And it says low value consignment relief has been removed. But then they go, but if it's a gift value, so what it's basically saying then, if it's not a gift to somebody, then it is now it must have VAT on it, right? There's no exemptions, right? But if it's a gift, it's up to £39. So they got rid of the VAT for businesses. They said, no, you have to pay, even if it's like 1 pence, you pay, you know. So it's like there was a 15 quid, you know, value that you had to reach before, you know, they wouldn't charge you as a business. But now it's everyone has to pay it. But if you say it's a gift, it's declared as a gift, it's up to £39 in value, because it used to be £30. Sorry, £30. So they put it up by £9. So yeah,
what thanks put. It's something similar to what you're just saying.
Yeah. So basically, I love the way they say perfumes and toilet waters. Toilet water. Yeah.
Okay.
Innit? I love the way they call things toilet water. It's like, what? Yeah. I'm going to powder myself across with water that's come out of a shitty toilet. Yum yum.
No.
Toilet water. Yeah.
Well, people wash their hair with shampoo.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
so
I love the yeah.
Sorry, just say that I want to buy a drone now, a DJI drone. They're coming from Japan, don't they? China.
China.
So say that I buy it from PT World. Do they pay the import tax on that?
They have to, yes, but they pay it bulk.
Right.
Yeah.
Just wondered how that works.
Yeah, they pay it bulk. I forgot what I was going to say now. Okay, no, never mind.
You're losing the plot again.
Yeah. They're just grabbing at the money these days. They spent so much over it in the last couple of years, they've got to grab it all back. Aren't they? Look, there's someone else there.
It's not. I think they're just grabbing in general. They're just like, what can we put tax on? What can we grab? You know, it's got nothing to do with whether they need the money or they're trying to balance the books. They're just looking for reasons to just grab. I mean, it's like the business with pasties. They said, right, if your pasty is cold from a shop, there's no tax on it. But if the pasty is warmed up, then there's tax on it because now it's a hot meal. And it's like, but it's a meal. It's a frigging meal. I put it in my mouth. It gives my body sustenance. It's hot. Oh, you're having a hot meal, or you're being treated there. You know, a hot meal. Ooh, it's like bloody Charles Dickens. You know, they're like going, oh, we gave you 1 bean for food yesterday. Oh no, you can't have 2 beans. No, 2 beans, you little scum. You know, it's like, when you can't have that meal warm, if you have that meal warm, we the government want to get involved in it. You know, it's like if that meal is cold meal of hard gruel, if your porridge has cold milk on it, then we won't tax you. But you warm that milk up and it's now a meal. Fuck you. It's like, what the fuck? We literally live in a country that is that petty.
Doesn't make sense, because from it being cold and warm or hot, it's like the same thing. Does it make it from not a meal to a snack, from a snack to a meal? Does it really?
Yeah.
It's like if you have a meal and it goes cold, wait for it to go cold in a restaurant, you get it cheaper then.
Yeah, that's a good point. Well, it's been cooked. It's been cooked for you. So I think when you have something that's actually been cooked especially for you, technically, then it's definitely a meal, then, isn't it? So because they say that if you cook it at home, the government's argument is if you cook that at home, it costs less and you're saving money. So therefore, that's what you should do. So what they're saying is then, don't go out and eat in restaurants because you're a rich bastard. So, and you should be paying tax because we want some of that because you're rich. If you can afford to go and eat out, you got too much money. We want some of it. So if you want to prove to us, the government, that you don't have money, you got to buy vegetables and peel them and eat them in the house and be a poor person. Because otherwise, if you're not a poor person, then you must be a rich person. And if you're a rich person, we want some money off you. And it's literally down to that, It's like, no, you're not rich. You're a scumbag. You're a poor scumbag. Get back in your house and bloody cook it in your own house, I'm
just looking at that picture behind you, Matt. Looks quite familiar.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah. I know. I was there before you. Why are you copying me?
It's not the same image, though, is it? It's a different image. That
I know, because I screen grabbed it from your thing.
Yeah, see it down there. Yeah, look. Yeah,
and include the play button as well. Look there. Play. Yeah, I just screen grabbed it.
Cool. I was trying to work out whether it's my picture or someone else's picture. That.
Yeah.
Because
Lee Bridgewater is saying the company that heats up the pasty for you pays tax on their electricity. Yeah, and then you as the consumer pay VAT on for the hot food. So you pay VAT. So you're paying every every corner of this meal you're paying. Yeah, it's ridiculous. I mean, there was like they were on about a potato tax, so that chips were going to cost more in Chippies. When they on about something like that, they're like, oh, look, a great British tradition. We can wreck that. Yeah. Let's get some more tax on it. It's like beer. They put the beer prices and prices of drinks. They were putting that up. So they were like, well, it's a tax on having fun. It's a tax on having a nice time with your friends in the pub and going out and having fun. Which is why a lot of people are like, well, screw it then. We'll just get beers from Lidl's and we'll just stay at home. Because the government doesn't want us to go out and spend lots of money in pubs. They'd rather us stay at home. They want us to cook our food at home, and they want us to drink at home. And they even want money for a TV license then because we're bored in our houses. So it's like, and you've got to pay to be entertained. But if you try and go out to the house, it's like VAT, tax, excise duty. I mean, like what is it? It's like 80% of petrol costs is tax.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah.
They say it's a free country, this country. It's not only if you pay your way. Only if you pay your way.
My chippy, I said, can I have some salt and vinegar on that? I said, I could stick it on for you, but if you put it on the counter, they said, we're not allowed to put it on the counter. I said, what do you mean? Like, Chippies always put the salt and vinegar on the counter. They said they used to, not anymore. We've been advised we're not allowed to. So why is that? And they said, oh, health reasons. I said, what? Salt? And they went, yeah. So well, vinegar? And they go, yeah, vinegar too. They reckon vinegar's bad. And it's like, really? But if I ask you to put it on, you put it on. But it's not meant to be there on display. So it's like classed like cigarettes. We've got to hide this from you so you don't know it exists. Really? Really?
Mad, isn't it?
Gone over the top.
You know, like, well, maybe mustard. Maybe you should get rid of mustard. Like, you know, oh, pepper. Oh, pepper, you know. Ooh, that might affect your heart rate or something, you know, like mustard. Or you might come out in some spots or something. Oh, you'll have to be in hospital and that will cost the government money. You know, like mayonnaise. Oh, that'll line your arteries. You can't have mayonnaise with your, oh, no, we can't put that on display. It's
The
like,
McDonald's used to give salt already on the chips.
well, they always do. But they do it without even asking you. It's just there.
No, they don't do it no more. Not round here, I've noticed.
Oh, they do. Oh, Christ! I had such salty fries the other day. I said, Jesus, this is wrecking it. You know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Weird, because when we went out eating somewhere and they leave the salt, all the condiments and everything on the bloody table and everything. So
yeah,
I don't know where the hell they're getting that from. Out of the chippy.
Yeah, crazy.
I know, it's weird, isn't it? Different rules for different places.
It's probably just tries to cut down on money costs. Know what I mean? Because I've noticed if you go to the Asian takeaways around here and ask for chips, they don't ask whether you want salt and vinegar. You go no more. You got to tell them you want it, else don't put it on.
I mean, in my Chinese, they put salt on the chips, and I have to tell them, please don't put salt on the chips because they put too much on, and then I can't taste, you know, whatever I got with it, like, you know. So, yeah. I mean, we live in a stupid bloody world, isn't it? Like, salt and vinegar. Like, seriously, they're going to tell you whether you can have it on the counter.
Yeah, it sounds a bit bloody stupid, that. And it costs next to nothing to buy it in the shops anyway, so it can't be saving money because they are just dead dirt cheap.
Talking about chippies, the gravy from the chippies now, it's not very expensive. Used to be 5p, 10p. Know what I mean? It's gone up to like 80p or even a quid at places.
Yeah, I've noticed. I used to be disgusted. He's go down south and they'd look at you like it's bloody simple. Yeah, I'll have chips and gravy, and they'll look at you like, what? Just make me laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, I've not had any problems. I'm trying to think where the hell were we last that we ate.
I was in Weatherspoons earlier on, and I was like, English mustard. I was like, I quite like this actually. So I took about 20 sachets, stuck them in my pocket. I'm like, right, that'll do me.
Yeah. Do that with the sugar because you can go and get as much coffee as you want, can't you? Because you're going for a refill. So if they're there with the brown sugar, and I'll be like, right, put them in the bag, take them home.
Yeah, it's free, isn't it?
So what I do like them KFC wipes. No, because it's a hot day. You turn them open, slap it on your head, wipe yourself down, and it doesn't have to refresh you, cools you off. For about 10 seconds.
A lot of chemicals in that stuff. I'll put it near my face. I've not been in KFC for years because I just stopped eating there. But yeah.
I used to always buy from there until they started getting lazy and leaving the skins on the chips. Know what I mean? And I don't like to get skins on the chips. I pay for the chips to get cooked and skinned.
Yeah. They're one of the companies that they paying a lot of money to have synthetic chicken. They're still going to sell real chicken, but for people who want to have like a vegetarian option, they put a lot of money into it, and they say that it's like to have a portion at the moment would cost like £30 a portion, but they reckon that as they start scaling it up, they're going to be able to have like chicken that tastes like chicken. It's grown in a vat sort of thing, and they've got that with meat as well. You know, but again, it's real meat, but it's grown in a vat, so no animal has died. And they reckon you can't tell the difference. You know, but it's coming. That will be coming. You know, so.
That sounds disgusting.
You can have your meat with torture or your meat with no torture. You can choose.
I'd just rather not go and eat in KFC, so it's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like you say, it's just saying you can do this, you can't do that.
Oh,
And
I
at the
know.
end of the day, you're supposed to be a free person. Know what I mean? You're supposed to make these choices yourself, whether you want to do this, whether you want to do that. Basically, like Matt was saying, right, you'll have to drink indoors, save because we don't want to go out, else we'll tax you. Right, cook indoors because you don't want you going out. The only time you're allowed out is to go to work and then pay your income tax to us. Know what I mean? That's the only time you're allowed out is to make money for them.
Yeah, well, that was it. Under the old, that's what they wanted, wasn't it? It's like you can go out to work, but if it's for pleasure, no, pleasure not allowed. Work allowed, pleasure not allowed. Like as if work is more important than pleasure. You know, people have got it so wrong in life, haven't they? It's like work is everything. Work is everything. Without work, I am nothing because I have got no money. I got nothing because I have not worked. So everything in society is all about whether or not you work and how much money you earn. It's like the more money you earn, the better a person you are. No. How many people would accept that somebody who's rich driving around in a Jag or a Porsche or something like that is a better person than them? They don't accept that, do they? Why don't they accept that? But he's earning more money. Yeah, but he's probably spending more money, throwing more junk in his bin every day, you know, because he's got more money, so he's spending more money. That's, you know, so it's like he's a bigger consumer. So is he a better person? No, he's probably just doesn't give a shit because he's got so much money. He's just like, I'll have this, I'll have that, I'll have this, wrapping, paper, chuck it all in the bin. I bet if you went around their house, they've got 6 recycling bins to go out every week, you know, and it's like, and they, you know, all the money they spend on things because they've got more money. So like rich people, they've got massive cars with massive engines. So they're polluting the environment more. So it's like all this business of like the real thing that you really need to do in life is work and get more money. And like when you get loads of money, all you do is you just end up fucking contributing more shit to the planet. Really? So it's like, is that really what it's all about? I don't think it is.
No, like John says, you work to live, not live to work. But the governments are trying to change it, basically, aren't they, really?
Yeah.
Tell you what, this conversations came right back on this picture here, because halfway through the video, we entered a museum, and as soon as you go through there, it says corruption, money, greed, this and that. And I say instantly, well, reminds me of the government, this. But yeah, that's it. Just greed, aren't they, like you say? They're possibly there.
I mean, I went to a public meeting where they were saying that the free parking in town in Devizes, they said, we're going to put a parking meter in there. And so we all went there to like say why we thought that was a bad idea, because Devizes hasn't got, you know, many businesses that can survive. They're constantly shutting down and new ones opening back up. And it's like you get these posh businesses opening up. You know, it's like, you know, the Fox or something like that. And you look in there and it's like suits and they're like £300 to £1,000. It's like, who's going to afford that? You know, but it's like, so you get a posh shop will open and it will stay open because it's not about the money. You know, it literally is not about the money. That person who runs that shop is rich. And they're probably not running it to make money. They're running it to show that they can do something with daddy's money or something, because it's like, how the hell are they staying open? Because there's nobody in there. I mean, Devizes is like made up of people who haven't got money. And there's a few people on the edge who have got money. And even those wouldn't want to spend like loads of money on a suit in a place like that. So how does it stay open? And then the small shops, which are like more for sort of like more, you know, down to earth people, they don't earn enough money to stay open. So it's like, you know, it's like at the top of it, they're staying open, but you wonder how the hell they're there in the first place. And at the bottom, real shops can't stay open because, of course, how much rent it costs to keep that shop open, and how much rates they've got to pay, massive rates to the council, you know. And it's like when you factor it all in, like you have to sell so much stuff that all these businesses can't stay open, and yet the bloody council, like they go, oh no, we want people to pay to park in town. And it's like the quality of the shops has gone down, like places like Curry's and PC, they just pulled out of Devizes, and it's like Tesco's, they pulled out of Devizes. You know, they're just like, nah. This costs too much money. You know, it costs too much money, and there's not enough money coming back from the people at Devizes, you know, and they're like pulling out. So you've got Poundlands and things like that. It's like those sorts of stores are starting to, and charity shops, and it's like it's all slowly dying. And I did a video a couple of years ago saying Devizes is dying, and I said one of the problems is you've got like shitty parking, and like some of it they want you to pay. They want you to pay to park in a bloody supermarket car park where you're going to go and get food in a supermarket car park, and they want you to pay. And that money doesn't go to the fucking supermarket; it goes to the council. And I'm like, this is the reason why Devizes is dying. Because why would you, in your wildest dreams, want to pay to park in a supermarket car park when you're going to put business into that supermarket? You're not going to do it, are you?
No. It's
So,
like,
you know,
like the shops on the high street. So you see loads of shops closing down and this and that. And the ones that are open, you only see them open on the first level, really, because
yeah,
the upper floors, you've got to pay extra business tax to use them.
yeah,
Know what I mean? And to do that, pay extra business tax to use the extra floor, then stock it, and then obviously get people to run it. Doesn't work out for the small shops, and then they don't get as much custom food go through the doors, and that's why it's dying off. Where the local councils are saying, "Look, we need to revive our local shops. Why don't they get rid of the business tax on the other levels?
Yeah.
We can actually use the full building to what it's supposed to be used for,
yeah.
not being left
Like,
abandoned
as you
and
say.
getting ruined because it leaks coming in and no one knows about it until it's too late."
That's right. I mean, on the one hand, they're always saying, we want business, we want local business. And you go, well, I'm a local business and I'm struggling. Can you help me? And they go, no, pay your tax. And it's like, so they want to put on this, they always want to put on this face of like, and they print posters showing like, we are the council and we're doing this and we're doing that. And it's like, and you go, can I have some help? And they go, no, where's your tax? It's like that, you know?
Yeah. It's a mad one, isn't it,
So,
really?
yeah, I mean, you know, and everyone in this meeting said no, we don't want parking meters in the town centre, and basically they just went and did it anyway. So you know, it's like a public meeting where we have to invite you in so we can hear you moan, but we've already decided we're doing this, so we're doing it.
Full of shit, then, aren't they?
It's like Manchester City Council. When this thing all kicked off and everyone had to be in the house and not go out. A lot of streets and a lot of parts of Manchester City's centre town itself were like pedestrianised and turned into flower pot avenue, you know, so you can't drive your cars down and stuff. And they've only done that because everyone weren't out on the streets noticing what's going on. And then a few months later, everyone's going back out and thinking, oh, we're free now. Oh, we can't drive down here. Oh, must be, never mind. You don't get as many people kicking off about it, you know what I mean? Because it's all changed under the nose, and people, it's sad to say, have got a short memory. A lot of people, and they'll just go along with it and think, oh yeah, it's all closed down during this thing now because of the traffic and travel regulations, and once that's eased off, it'll open back up. Then when it opens back up slowly, and obviously the roads don't. Yeah. I was
somewhere the other day. Oh, sorry.
I just noticed it a lot of places in Manchester. And as soon as Deangate got closed off at one of the main roads going through Manchester, went, that won't be reopening again.
It's funny, isn't it? Because I mean, like in places like Devizes, you know, you could go down a road and it was a junction, and you could go left and you could go right. And then one day there's people from the council are putting this like barricaded down there. And suddenly you can only go one way, and that's it, because you can't get out now because there's a barricade there, so you can't go right anymore. So they say, well, we want you to go this way around town, and you can't go through this street and that street, and they start blocking things. And it's like, this is all money that the people pay the council to start screwing things down, locking things down, so you can't do things, you know. And it's like, so barricades and walls and fences and signs to tell you can only go this way, and and all this money for all this sort of stuff that actually was unnecessary. Like, there was no problem with people who were turning right or left. I mean, like, can you imagine people writing like, "I am Mrs. Miggins. I live in Devizes, and the biggest problem I think is bloody cars who come out to turn right." And it's like, it's just that there's no letters in the council from people demanding this. This is council planners trying to justify their own fucking existence by going around going, "Do you know what? We should stop them going that way and make them go this way and spend money on it." And it's like, it's money that shouldn't be spent. It should not be spent on things like that.
I think that's really sad.
Yeah, they're making an awful lot of one-way systems.
Oh, about Florida, about people on low wage income. Even though they're working, they can't get nowhere to rent. So they're working homelessly. Sad. At least in this country, you can get in a house, know what I mean? So there are benefits of being in, and that's probably one of the reasons we're getting invaded by a load of immigrants. Know what I mean?
That's why we had Brexit, because I think people are fed up of seeing the fact that they won't work because the pay is so shit, and the employers are like, "Well, we're not paying you more," and it's like, so that the employers are like, "Well, who wants a job then?" And it's like, "Well, immigrants are coming in," and it's like they're doing jobs that people in the UK we're not doing it for no money. And it's like, so we just get immigrants in to do it then, that's it. And it's like, now, and the thing is, people are kicked off about it, and that's what's caused Brexit, is because we don't want to be part of this, like, open door policy where everyone's just coming in, and it's just like, the government don't seem to be seeing the writing on the wall. They're just like, "No, we're not listening. It's like the council. You say, like, well, hang on, if you didn't have all the parking charges, then more people would be coming in and spending more time browsing the shops, which means they're going to spend more money because they're not going to be under stress of that parking meter and the ticket and the money, and all that." And what it does, it just incentivizes rich people can use the park, can park all day long because they got loads of money, and poor people can't.
Yeah.
So what it does, it just gentrifies the town into somewhere that's got rich people in it, and they don't want poor people. Like I said, these rich shops, like, you think, well, they're not selling many suits or they're not doing loads of business, but they seem to still be there. And all the little shops with poor people, they keep coming and going because they can't afford the rent. But how's the big guy there? It's like as if he's not paying council tax and he's not paying rent, because how can he afford to be there? And I think that's probably what it is. It's like, if you're poor, you pay rent and you pay council tax. And if you're super rich and a friend of, like, the local bloody Freemasons or something, you don't pay rent. Because how the hell are these places how do they exist? It just doesn't make any sense to me. It's like, I just don't understand how people can afford the rent on some of these places and the council tax to keep them open. It just doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't, does it?
No. This is why I think that things in society are just not how we see them. I swear we're being run by bloody reptiles or something, and it's like, if you're a reptile, you get free rent and you get free this and you get free that. And the rest of us, we're here to pay tax, So.
Yeah. Thomas is off to bed. So good night, Thomas.
Yeah, night, Thomas.
Starbucks get away without paying no tax. Exactly. It's just crazy. And I'm going to call it a good night anyway now, because we've done our 2 hours. I don't like staying on too long.
It's a good idea to limit it. Yeah. It's a good idea to do that.
Yeah.
So thank you everyone who's came in the chat and listened and left comments, and excellent for Loopaloo winning the competition. So contact Jacqueline Cats and she'll message me and you get the limited edition mug. Cool. Stay safe till next time. Hopefully I'll get the video out before next time, and if so, enjoy it. Stay safe. Good night.
All the best.
Bye.
Bye-bye.